I really need to get some stuff done, and I haven't streamed in a long time.
Me either. I didn't realize how long it had been. I was like, oh yeah, that was like November. It's February.
Yeah, it flew by.
Hello everybody. Welcome to some writing sprints with a special guest. If you were around for the streams in November, you might recognize her. I think you're my first returned guest,
Oh,
actually.
that's right. Happy to be here. Exciting.
All of her links are down below in the description if you want to go follow her, check out her books. Do you want to do a little intro on yourself and your books for
Yeah,
anyone who doesn't know you
yeah.
yet?
Yeah, so kind of not a lot has changed, but my name's Alyssa. I write under actually two pen names now. The main paranormal one is Elle Mae, and then I have a contemporary one, Eden Rose. I have 7 books out with one novella. I focus mainly on queer characters, and right now I am redoing my first book, which was a vampire romance. Yeah, but I think that's it. She said my links are below, so follow me if that's what you're into.
That's crazy that you have 7 books out. How many have you had come out lately? Because I feel like you did not have that many the last time we streamed.
No, so I mean, I had a little bit, but I really started publishing towards like the middle of last year. And then when we streamed, I had, I think, my third book in the series just came out. And recently I just published like 2 more books. But I did go on kind of like a hiatus for December, and then I published again in January. But yeah, I kind of pushed a lot out. And I've been like planning for this year too. There's going to be a lot of releases this year, probably we'll see. Keep in tune for that. I don't really have anything like super scheduled out there, but I do have 3 books planned for this year already.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, she's an absolute beast. You write like a book a month. You're like publishing all the time. You are what we all wish we could be.
Thank you.
I'm hoping having you on the stream, like that energy is gonna like rub off on me. Like I need some help with this book. Welcome everybody. I'd love to hear about what you guys are going to be working on in the comments. I'm working on Bloodless Ties. I'm not even like counting word count goals anymore. It's just like I just want to feel like I'm getting back in like a good momentum again. That's all I want.
I mean, I'm way past all of my word goals. So like if I count, I don't even know what's gonna come of it. I just need to finish it at this point.
How much do you feel like you have left to do?
So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 chapters left, but I really didn't like how I ended it. So like spoiler, I guess, for people who've read this book, I'm gonna like chop off the entire ending and I'm just gonna redo it. So I still think I'm gonna have to do like still maybe like 6 chapters. But my chapters have been getting longer. So yeah, like each 3,000 words is gonna be so long.
Well, yeah, if you're thinking of turning it into a series, it would make sense that you change the ending. That's so exciting though. Are you getting a new cover and everything too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, it's like kind of funny because the cover designer that you got, they're actually on my list for marionettes and like Wicked Souls. They're on my list for a long time, and I knew I was going to redo the cover of this series, but I didn't know if I was going to like actually rewrite it. But now that I decided I'm going to do it, like I booked them and everything, so I'm super excited to see what they can do. I've loved their work for a long time.
Yeah, I love working with Steph. I think you'll have a great time with her. She is very talented. Just really nice to work with. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Do you want to talk a little bit about why you're redoing the book?
Yeah. So it was just my first book, and it was the first like self-published book that like the one that I knew I wanted self-published. I've been writing before this, and I really thought I was gonna like query and do the traditional publishing route, but this was the first one that I was like, oh no, I can do this myself. Like I've seen other people do it, I can do it myself. And while I could, I got like a pretty bad editor, I would say. I wasn't as well informed on like the whole publishing process. And so in my mind, I just wanted to like put something out there. But I realized like as I started publishing a bit more that it just wasn't up to the standards that I wanted to. I know a lot of people are like don't like their first book or they don't really promote it anymore. But I saw that this one had like really big potential and like a lot of people liked it. And so I thought I was doing a disservice to it to not like go back and redo it. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going in, editing what I can, and scrapping what I feel just doesn't work anymore, and hopefully making it into a series now.
Yeah, I actually think a lot of authors do that. At least that I know, they'll go back to their first book. I did that with my first book. It's a poetry collection. I went back and I cut a bunch out. I reformatted it. Like, I think it's pretty common. Sometimes people just
My
don't like.
formatting was so bad. I didn't have vellum at that point, and
Yeah.
I think I actually have it. Let me show you. It's embarrassing.
Mine I did in Microsoft Word. It wasn't like terrible, but it's better
This one's
now.
not terrible either, but you can tell like that this like it's so much space right here and like right here. But
Yeah, doing it on your own and figuring out the margins and stuff is challenging.
I was like, I got it with a few YouTube videos. That's fine. I did not got it. Don't listen to that.
I pulled out like other books with a ruler and I was like measuring how much they had. Like,
I had so many proofs. It was ridiculous. Like I wasted so much money.
I probably have like 10 proofs of my first book. Just
Same.
ridiculous.
Same.
Glad you could make it. Welcome. I can't either. You're superhuman for putting out that many books in a short period of
I
time.
just don't have time and I'm impatient, so that's
I
what got
totally
me.
feel that, the impatience. But everything that goes into a release and stuff, I just would be exhausted.
Oh, it's so time consuming. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Take some of that energy too. Working on draft 2 of a rom-com that desperately needs help. That sounds fun. So we're all just like going to be taking your energy today.
Hopefully I can give off a lot. I don't know. I've been having trouble. I'll try my best.
Maybe we can all inspire each other. I feel like everybody's been kind of like
Off, yeah.
lately. Starting to rewrite the very first part my best friend and I started writing together. Oh, that's fun.
That's cute.
I'm gonna listen to an audiobook while packing tonight. Nice. What are you listening to? Trying to finish the stamp manuscript. Currently sitting at 68K. Writer's block hit me hard these past few weeks. Relatable. Best of luck. Working on a first draft of a fantasy novel that has taken forever. First drafts are tough, man. I'm in the same boat.
My first book that I tried to write that wasn't the contract bound, my vampire one, that I ended up publishing later was a fantasy, like a high fantasy. And I don't know what it is about high fantasy. It was really hard for me to get that first draft out. So I feel you. There's a lot to work out.
Yeah, the first book for the Marionettes was the hardest. It was my shortest rough draft. Just the world building and everything you have to like figure out is just.
Yeah. And then keep it up after like 2-3 books.
Yeah. Hey, Sam. Be working on some book prep tonight. Welcome. Looks like we got a good crowd of people here tonight. I'm excited to have you guys. If you have a preference for length of sprints, feel free to let me know. I was thinking like 20 minutes, something like that, if that works for you.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I need something to get me started, so we'll see how much I can crank out.
A nice little warm-up. YA fantasy. It looks like we have a lot of fantasy writers.
Nice.
Finishing up a novella, hopefully. Listening to Warcross by Marie Lu. Cool. All right, we've been chatting longer than I thought. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's just jump straight into the first sprint. Warning, this thing howls pretty loudly when it goes off, so you might want to turn down your volume or mute us. But we'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Good luck, everybody. How'd it go?
It's okay. It was 783. I got, which is, I guess, better than I've done in a minute. So it's a good start.
That's funny. I think I actually got like almost exactly the same word count. I
That's
got
funny.
813.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, it was
Also
a
better
good.
than
It
I've
was a good
done.
start of sprint.
Yeah, a good starting sprint. That's a lot better than I've done in a while.
It's something. Even 100, or even just like one or two, is better than nothing. So
Right. It's the warm up sprint. I had no idea what I was doing with this chapter either, so I've just been kind of like, I'll
same.
figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
And it's taken
No,
some interesting turns. I'm like surprising myself, so I like that.
I'm happy for you. I also like. I kind of knew where it was going, but I didn't know like how this conversation would go. It's turning into an argument, so it'll be fun.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like knew how this was gonna end, but it's like I don't know what
Mhm.
any of the rest of the chapter is gonna be.
Yeah.
So I'm not usually one for like pantsing like that. It stresses me out, but it's been fun. Writing a fantasy with romance trilogy. That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us. Been editing a video for a bit. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. Same to you. Glad you could join us. Yeah,
That's pretty wild.
just keeping things interesting. Got 2 chapters outlined for my prep. So what do you do, Sam? I think I remember you saying you were like prepping for like an audiobook narrator or something like that. Is that right? 595, just need this final scene. Oh, you're so close to the end. That's exciting. I think I got around 400, but I didn't mark where I started. That's usually me. I can never remember.
Yeah.
Struggled in the beginning, so 300-ish. That's a solid warm-up sprint, though.
That's pretty solid.
Got 4 bins of books packed up. Nice.
Nice.
Packing books is so hard, though, because you don't want to make anything like too heavy to carry, and it's like, but you don't want to do like 800 boxes.
Right? Yeah, books are heavy.
Prepping for a book for a narrator, so she doesn't have to do the full read through before she narrates and just outlining each chapter and tracking all character descriptions. Cool.
That's nice.
I accidentally went back to do some edits and added about 175. I haven't written for a couple weeks. I'm in the same boat. I've been like writing on and off, but I haven't written consistently in a while.
Yeah. Those edits will get you though. I do that sometimes when I start and then I go back and read what I wrote and then I just start editing. Nah.
I'll be like, I'm just gonna go back and like remind myself what I wrote in the last chapter, and then
Then you get
5
ahead of
minutes
yourself.
later, like,
Yeah.
basically providing everything she would want to know to be able to perform the audiobook. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I know my audiobook narrator does that. She goes through and like marks up the whole thing before she starts, but I've never heard of somebody else doing that for the
Yeah.
narrator.
I was gonna say that was really nice of you to put together for them.
Yeah. The hardest part of sprints are keeping my dog from taking my attention. He's a needy little beast. That's
That's
usually Dean. I don't know. He wants nothing to do with me tonight, apparently.
Maybe he'll make an appearance later.
Maybe. I'm doing a puzzle on my kitchen table, so I think they might be having some fun knocking the pieces out right now.
Oh no.
What do you want to do for the next sprint? Do you like the 20? You want to go longer?
20 is good. Maybe 25. A little longer.
I was thinking 25. You read my mind.
Nice.
Perfect.
I'll probably go get some tea too.
25 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Talk to you then. How was that? Oh gosh, how was that one?
Let me see. I forget where I stopped.
Same.
1,200.
I have no idea where it was.
Give or take a few sentences.
That's awesome though.
Yeah. I did really well on a stream like 2 nights ago. I think, yeah, JC was in there. Like 1,000 every single sprint. It was really good, but I don't know if I can do that tonight.
That I'm jealous. Would love that. I'm at like 1,400 for the night total, so I don't know whatever I had last time.
That's good though. That's some good momentum.
That's what I needed. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where we left off in the comments. I can't remember. Oh, we did talk about the dog.
We
Yes.
did talk about that, yeah.
I've been on such a puzzles kick. I don't even know why.
I'm on a board games kick. I mean, I have since the beginning of the pandemic with my partner. Like we never used to play board games like at all. I was like a Nintendo Switch person and I was just like, I don't want board games, but like I don't know, for some reason, it's been really fun.
Same vibe. Yeah, I get it. We were talking about Dean earlier, so he's here.
Nice.
Hey Jesse, how's it going?
That gives me PTSD. In the morning.
Should change that to a different style. 500 words. Nice.
Nice.
A few sentences from finishing. That's awesome, Nelly. I'm
That's
jealous.
great.
I'm cutting and adding and rewriting, so I have no idea whatsoever. That's so hard to keep track when you're editing and everything. So are you kind of like editing, or are you just at a stage where you're just adding extra stuff now?
So this chapter, actually, I was thinking of editing, but I decided to take out like the whole beginning. So what I just rewrote was the whole beginning of the chapter. And then after this one in their next sprint, I'm going to have to do some editing because I circled it and I was like, oh, I like this stuff. I think it's okay. I'm going to keep it. So this next sprint is just going to be editing. But I don't know, something about like beginner Alyssa, she just wasn't really into detail. I think we talked about this on the last sprint where like we talked about detail and how it was like hard for us. And like now I'm a really detailed writer, but before I definitely wasn't. And I can feel that. Like I have so much work need to go into this, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I feel that. I feel like I'm still not very detailed, but like it was even worse back with like my first couple of books. Like I think I'm not detailed now. Like no wonder those books were like 60,000 words and
I
now mine are
know.
like gonna be
Yeah.
150. Like
Like this one was 70,000 words and now I know why because I went back and I re-edited right the big like the first portion and like when I was done I already added like 30 or 40,000 words and I was like halfway through and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what happened.
yeah, it's like not even like major plot changes or anything. It's just like I
Just
just
extra
added.
detail.
Yeah. Edited a few pages. Nice. Got a Switch for Christmas. I've been spending lots of time playing.
I played Stardew Valley. That was pretty good. I was on the Animal Crossing kick for a long time. I did get my island up to 5 stars for anyone who knows that lingo. That was really, really fun. I've loved Animal Crossing my whole life, though. But Stardew Valley, I had trouble getting into it. I liked it, but I haven't finished it. Are you a Switch person, Katie?
Huh?
Are you a Switch or video game person?
I don't know a thing about video games. Couldn't tell you a thing.
I'm a very casual gamer. I just play whatever looks interesting to me, and that's it.
I did rescue old like game consoles and stuff from my parents' house when they were moving, so they're gonna get rid of them. So now I have like old like GameCube games. I was playing like
games.
Crash Bandicoot the other day just for fun. So anything
Going old
not
school.
from the 90s, don't know what that is.
That's funny.
275, struggling with the scene. Need to develop relationships, friendships for the rest of the book to have some depth, if that makes sense. Definitely.
Yeah. I think like starting out like books like the first draft is always hard for me to get like really in-depth relationships and friendships too. I totally understand that. Usually I have to do a lot of like planning and plotting beforehand and have it like all in here before I do that, or else I just find it also really hard to like make it meaningful, to the characters and have them have meaningful reactions to each other.
I feel like my first draft is really figuring out the story and like nailing down the plot, and then I'll go back in with later drafts to like better develop characters and relationships. That
Yeah,
just like never
literally like
comes
everything.
well in the
Yeah,
first draft, probably from the lack of description.
probably.
I just play RuneScape. 15 years and still going strong on that one. I know what that one is. I played that.
I actually haven't played that, surprisingly.
I had an older brother, or I have an older brother, so like
Mhm.
growing up, anything that he was into, that was the kind of stuff I played. So
That's fun.
stuff like
That's
that.
cute.
Almost 500 words in the last two sprints. Nice.
That's good. That's some good momentum. We have some good momentum going for this group.
We got good group energy. This is going well.
Yeah, I like it.
What do we want to do for the next sprint?
We do another 20 or 25. I think 25 worked for me because that's the most I've written all night. So
Yeah, you knocked that one out. I mean, I'm good with 25. It doesn't feel too long, but got some good momentum in there.
yeah.
Cool. We'll do another 25. Good luck, everybody. How was that one?
Good. I think so even though I was editing this portion, I added on like 500 words, and I'm almost done with this chapter. So I really hope that I can finish this chapter and maybe get a good portion of the next before the sprints end tonight. That's my goal.
Nice. I have no idea what I got. I think I'm at like 2,500 total for the day, whatever that
Wow.
is.
That's good. That's good. Where are you at in your book? Are you still like before the middle?
I don't even know. Because I have multiple point of views, and
Mhm.
so I skipped quite a bit for one of the point of views. So now it's like I actually don't know how far this will be in the
Mhm.
manuscript once I go back
I
and
see.
add in the chapters that I skipped. So I have no idea.
I'm kind of curious too how you feel about writing multiple perspectives because I know the first few books aren't just in one. Like for me, I actually found it easier to like bump up my word count if it's in different POVs and like keep things interesting. But curious about you.
Yeah, it's definitely part of the reason why this book is turning out to be so long. But I also think that's
Mhm.
why it's taking me so long to write it, is because like I'm so used to being in Valerie's head that it's kind of challenging to jump to
Yeah,
somebody else. Do you need
cute.
something?
It's cute. I'm sure you'll get used to it once you get in the groove of it.
As I'm like 70,000 words into the book.
There's a lot more to come.
Yeah, finished my novella. Congrats. That's
Nice.
exciting. What was the
Congratulations.
novella for? Is it for your series or is it for that new series that you're working on?
Oh, also too, I wanted to ask since we're here, do you have a newsletter magnet, like a reader magnet for your newsletter?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I have a like bonus scene at the end of my marionettes books. That's
Okay.
from Reed's point of view that gets
Mhm.
people to the newsletter. Yeah.
Okay. I have the first 5 chapters of this book actually, so after I'm done with this book, I need to make a new like reader magnet. I'll also be working on a novella later, so it'll be fun.
I feel like I should probably get it more into those. Like I
Mhm.
literally just added that bonus scene pretty recently, but it's been doing
Yeah.
really well. It's like really bumped up my newsletter
Yeah, I
list.
used to PA for this author, and like one of the things that I worked on with her was getting her like she had a bunch of short stories, so I worked on getting like 2 of her short stories on Book Funnel, and like I kid you not, like her newsletter subscribers like they doubled after we gave away those like free books. So it's really worth it. I want to try and also take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely could do more and focus on that more. I do it through BookFunnel too. Have to admit, I'm working on a creative writing assignment right now. Nice.
Nice.
I think we'll do one more if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
About 350 this time. Great job, everyone. Yeah, everyone's been doing really well tonight.
Yeah. That's great.
So for the final one, do we want to keep up with the 25s? We want to do a 20.
I'm good with whatever, unless you feel like you need to finish a lot. My main goal is finishing this chapter and starting on the next one.
I really just wanted to finish the chapter I was in the middle of, which I already did. So like
Nice. We can
anything
do
on
a
top
20
of,
then.
huh?
We can do a 20 then, since there's
Okay,
not
cool.
much else to write.
Yeah, I'll find something to do. Always have something to
Always
do.
find something.
Yeah. All right. So good luck, everybody, with the last sprint. 20 minutes. How was that one for everybody?
I stopped writing pretty much and read the next chapter because I finished the chapter. So I didn't get many words in, but I did decide that I'm going to take out all the rest of the chapters except for like a few scenes that I want to keep, and I'm just gonna just write it. I think it's easier, and I think I'll do it better now than I did it before, and it'll help me lead up to the end, I guess. Yeah, but how'd it go for you?
Yeah, I was actually rereading a chapter two for like half of that, but I think I got about like 3,000 words for the night overall, so like I'm happy with that.
That's really good. That's really good after not writing for a while.
Yeah. After getting like 100 words here and there. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that now that I've got through like most everything, and I'm actually going to be deleting like a huge chunk of the end. And so I'm just hoping that not only will it bring my word count down, but I can get through it much easier because it has been really hard to get through the chapters. I think I underestimated how hard it was to re-edit or like add on or write on like a book that you already published.
Yeah, I think it's harder when you're trying to tweak what you already have instead of just like scrapping it and starting over.
Right.
You think it's gonna be easier because like you have so much written already, but it's like
Right. No, it's just harder. Like, yeah, the detailed parts, like trying to add it, like I figured out during this time I had like that white room syndrome where I just like didn't explain the room. So like that, like I could add a lot onto, but yeah, no, it just needs a lot more work. Or it did. I got through most of it now.
yeah, you're towards the end now.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a relief.
I'm very excited to get this over with. I thought it would only take me a few weeks because I was like, oh, I just need detail. Like I already got everything that I needed. It's not that bad. And then yeah.
Yeah.
It's worse than I thought.
Or you're just better now than you thought you were. You've
Or I'm
improved
just
so
better
much.
now than I thought I was. Let's go with that instead.
Oh no, Tiffany, that was the last sprint. I'm sorry, this was bad timing for you
I'm
tonight.
sorry, Tiffany.
But good luck with your writing tonight. I hope you keep going.
You could replay it once it's up.
True, true. Or there might be other writing sprints going on now. Who
I think
knows?
there are a few, yeah.
I feel like they're so popular now. Like 100% switching over to plotting the last details of the final act.
Same.
Nice.
We're at the same part. I understand.
I ended up scrolling Amazon for stuff from any plays I listened to and a couple audiobook chapters.
Nice.
That's exciting though. Shopping for a new place. I'm sorry, bad timing. Maybe the next one we'll do will be like over the weekend or something. Trying to brainstorm how to make my story more exciting for the second draft. It's an espionage thriller. Oh, I love thrillers. That's fun.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Got 200 words done, so yay. Nice. Congrats.
That's exciting. A lot of people did pretty good. I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear.
Great work tonight, everybody. I hope you feel a little bit better about your projects. Yeah, that was going to be the last sprint, so we'll sign off. Make sure to go check down in the description if you want to check out her books or her links or anything.
Please do. Please follow me.
Yeah, I had something to say. I just completely lost my train of thought.
Okay.
A second night. Yeah, I'm glad you got some work done. Yeah, I don't have any other sprints planned yet, but we'll figure it out. I'll get my life together one of these days.
Are you gonna put out a sign-up sheet like last time?
Yeah, once I figure out when I'm gonna like actually be able to start consistently doing this again.
Yeah, because you're gonna move soon too, right? So it's
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
I'm
be
going to
easy.
live with my parents, and then I'm going out of town, and then I'm moving. So it's just like the next couple of months are probably not ideal.
That's okay. Whenever you can. I think
Yeah.
most important is just making sure you can get there all right.
Should be okay. Speaking it into the universe, it'll be totally fine.
Good luck.
No problems. All right. Good night, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for sprinting with us.
Yeah, had fun.
Yeah, got some good stuff done. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again soon.
All right. Thank you guys.